Hey Crypto Masters, welcome back to Crypto Mastery. Today we're going to be going through something a little bit different to the videos I've done in the past, but something I'm really passionate about, which is the DeFi space. We'll be looking at a DeFi product that's seeing huge kind of, social and sentiment pumps at the moment. It's something that's got huge potential moving forward. It's something that we're going to need in order to really, legitimize kind of, DeFi in terms of making it usable for everyday people in the future. So I'm really excited to go through this. Before we jump straight into the video, I will say though, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my own opinions of what I feel has strong kind of utility and potential for you to take a look at for yourself. So before we get into it, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. It supports the channel, but more importantly, it keeps you aware of new content coming up and helps you engage with the channel longer term. So let's get into it and let's take a look at Alchemy Pay. So let's get straight into this as usual by taking a look at the project's website. So I'm on Alchemy Pay at the moment. And the first question is, what is Alchemy Pay? So basically Alchemy Pay is the bridge between crypto and fiat transactions. So essentially they're offering like C2B and B2B kind of connection between crypto and fiat. They describe themselves as bridging the fiat and crypto economies. They're a pioneer of the world's first hybrid payment system. So it's a payment system that can accept both fiat as well as crypto payments, which is a huge thing. It's one of those things that I'm invested in other projects like AMP for the same reason, right? I think the true value and utility of crypto moving forward is to be able to go into your local store, your local restaurant, wherever you are, and to be able to have that option to pay with your crypto, which we don't have today. I mean, to be quite honest, like right now today, even if I had the option, would I pay with crypto or would I pay with, for instance, my fiat? That all depends, right? You could have an argument to say no because the potential yields on my crypto far surpass that I would get through fiat, so why would I do it? But then there's also, how much money do I make off staking my various kind of cryptos? Some of them I know aren't going to go parabolic. So if I'm making good staking rewards and I know longer term they're probably not going to go parabolic. It could be one of those kind of cryptos that I really want to use in order to drive payments for everyday items. So if we then go down, we can take a look and, they are describing themselves as, we drive blockchain adoption by bridging the gap between crypto and the fiat world. They then share their partners, so both their merchant partners, and they've got some big people on here. Like you look, they've got Shopify as a merchant partner. Shopify is huge. To have them as a merchant partner is a big thing for this project. And I'd expect to see more merchant partners come on moving forward as they, build on their kind of project, as they release new features, onboard kind of new blockchains and so on. And then they share their blockchain partners, right? So I guess this merchant piece, you could probably look more towards the fiat world, and then the blockchain piece more towards obviously the crypto world. So bringing the two together. And they're just sharing some of their key partners there. So having people like Binance, the Polygon network. I mean, these are huge, Chainlink, Tron, huge pieces for, Alchemy Pay to have on their project. They're giving you a quick snapshot here. So online and in-app payments. So they're showing that, if you're on a merchant or a store and you're looking to make that online payments, you'd have the option to either pay in crypto or to pay in fiat. So I like the fact that they've really given the customers the option of which one they'd rather go for. We then look at this as well. So this is the point of sale kind of offline transaction kind of hardware we can see here. So imagine when you go into kind of a restaurant or you go into a bar and you're buying some drinks, you're buying some food. Typically they'd have a POS system. they bring it over, you tap your card against it or tap your phone against it, and that's how you'd pay for that transaction. So again, they're obviously offering that to merchants and to certain kind of retail sellers and so on. So they've got the ability to also pay in crypto from an offline perspective. So here they explain a little bit more around the ACH token, which is the token for Alchemy Pay. They're really sharing here the utility for the token, how tokens are pledged, rewarded, how they're paid to participants for facilitating all activities within the ecosystem, and how they also offer a bit of that DAO kind of, governance piece to it as well. The final piece on their website, they're really just showing you where can you actually get this token today. So they're already listed on a number of different exchanges, from kind of, from Coinbase to Hotbit, to Gate.io. So they're on a number of very big exchanges already as a kind of, token and a project, which is fantastic to see. So next, let's take a quick look at what the price action for ACH currently is on CoinGecko. So if we take a look at this, the current price of ACH is 0.079 roughly. It's up 24% in the last 24 hours. Now, there are some reasons for that. Reasons I'll go to in a minute when we look at their social channels, and we can start to look at some of the news and the recent developments in the Alchemy Pay space. But we can see here that, obviously something's happened here. There's been a huge spike, so it's gone up around 24%. And you can see it's kind of normalized, stabilized a little bit, but it's obviously settled at a higher price than it was, if we look back 24 hours, which is great. I mean, overall, it's, given the market and where we're at currently, it's rare to see something that's in the green. A lot of coins currently are in the red, certainly in the red, like longer term as well. So it's interesting to see this project, even over from the 1 hour to the 1 year, is green throughout. I think this got huge potential. I'm definitely going to be a big backer of this. I love what this offers as a utility in the DeFi space. And with the news and kind of how it's progressing, I'd love to see how this is going to progress in 2022 and how big it's going to get. So let's now take a quick look at some of the social news that's come out for Alchemy Pay recently, what that might mean, and kind of how that's tied to, I guess, the price jump that we're seeing. So the best place to usually go to do this is to go and take a look at kind of, Alchemy Pay's Twitter itself. So we'll go down. We can see that it's already got quite a substantial following, so 80,000 kind of followers. If we go down, let's see some of the news that's come out. So a big piece of news is that Alchemy Pay is actually going to be listed on the Binance exchange. So when that was announced, that's why we've seen kind of a huge jump in the price for Alchemy Pay. It's typical for a lot of cryptocurrencies and projects. When they get listed on kind of those AAA, those platinum exchanges, that often drives the price up quite heavily, because it's not easy to get listed on one of these exchanges. And it also, what it does is it opens it up to a whole new bunch of investors as well that currently exist on that platform. So that's why we've seen the price jump of Alchemy Pay today, is due to, the listing on Binance. Also, it could be due to the fact that, they've also announced that they're partnering with Algorand as well, right? So as a blockchain, they're also going to be kind of teaming up with Algorand in order to offer kind of, Algorand that fiat payment channel. So that's another big announcement as well, right? So Algorand is a huge kind of blockchain. It's growing itself, and to be partnered up with Alchemy Pay at this time, along with the launch, I believe those two things together is what's driving kind of, the increase in price for this in the short term. Definitely probably be more the Binance news than the Algorand news, but both together, huge pieces of news. So really, they're the two big announcements here. So, obviously, this is the main announcement itself. So Binance will list Alchemy Pay and Immutable X via their Binance support channel. That was roughly shared around 10 hours ago, which would correlate with what we've seen from a CoinGecko kind of price jump perspective. So finally, I would say that, the short-term price action for Alchemy Pay looks really strong. I'd expect that actually when it's listed, we'll probably see either like a small to medium kind of bump in the price as people start to kind of buy into this from a Binance consumer based perspective. But I really think I'm bringing this project because I think it's got a strong long-term utility, and I think it's got a long way to go in terms of what it can bring, kind of the DeFi and the fiat space by bringing them together, by giving merchants the ability to add different kind of payment channels to their offerings. I think this is huge moving forward. As I said, I'm a big fan of these DeFi projects that offer that type of infrastructure. I think it's going to be huge and it's required kind of moving forward. So this is definitely one to watch out for. The only thing I don't have my hands on because it's not been released yet is the 2022 roadmap for Alchemy Pay, right? So their current roadmap ended at the end of 2021. I'd love to get my hands on the 2022 roadmap to see what's coming up and to actually look at that as a community, get it on the channel and actually go through it to see kind of, what we might see as their roadmap starts to get released in 2022. So thanks everybody for watching this video. I hope you found it really useful. I hope it gave you some insights into Alchemy Pay. It lets you know why you're probably going to see this in terms of in the news articles and from a social element. And it really shares with you the strong kind of infrastructure and utility it brings to the market. It'd be great to hear your thoughts on Alchemy Pay in the comments down below. Are you bullish on this? Do you feel it offers the utility we need moving forward in the crypto space? And is this something you're looking to invest in 2022? In the meantime, have a great day in the investing space and I will catch you on the next video.